I mean when I say that you can start this business with zero startup cost, okay? Reselling done right can not only change your life, but it can be done with a zero startup cost. I promise you, 0, 0, 0, like the most zero of any zeros. And so let's just get into it. If you guys follow Gary Vee, I'm gonna start off with the most obvious ones, right? So if you guys follow Gary Vee or anybody else who's ever talked about this, Gary Vee just is the loudest voice on the internet and the entire internet probably. So shout out my dog Gary Vee. He's big on telling people about the free section on Craigslist. Okay, so check it out, guys. There's a free section on Craigslist. There's also a website called Free Cycle. You should all sign up for this. Craigslist, Free Cycle. You can definitely put alerts on these websites. If not natively, you could use If This Then That or Zapier to set alerts for yourself for items that pop up in the free section because you want to get them quick. Take the items that are free, right, off of Craigslist, off of Facebook Marketplace, off of Free Cycle, then list them on another platform, whether it's eBay, whether it's back on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, and sell them for profit. A lot of people just want to get rid of stuff, okay, and they don't want to see it end up in the landfill, and this is where you come in, pull up quick to retrieve it. You know what I mean? Shout out Sir Mix-a-Lot. He was doing that back in the day. Pull up quick, retrieve it, take better pictures, put a better title, do better SEO, put it on multiple platforms, and do what you got to do. I don't care if you have to take that free couch or that free end table, drag it into the subway because you don't have a bike or a car, and then drag it back to your house and then take pictures and list it. That's what you have to do, and people are doing this. And again, I could put a little, I'm not smart enough, but if I was, I would put the video of the dude actually doing that because someone did, and Gary Vee has the content. So like, drag that couch that's free to your house and sell it, or that end table, or whatever it is. Promise you. Another one, tell everybody that you know, that you care about, that you are going into the reselling business, and say, hey, I'm your Goodwill now. What does that mean? That means that anything that they were going to donate to Goodwill or to any charity organization, that you will take all of it sight unseen, boxes, bags, whatever. You take it all, you go through it on your own time, and you sell it. It's simple. People will give you stuff for free, and you will sell it. It's very, very simple. Here's another one. Start an estate sale or a yard sale cleanup business, okay? Now, you can make relations just hand to hand, you know what I mean? Talking people, telling them, hey, this is what I do. But I do recommend that you get business cards made for this one because it's just going to make 10 times better results. You're going to look more professional. Dress up. Don't dress up, but you know what I mean? Just also don't show up looking like a crackhead, right? Like maybe trim your beard a little bit. Maybe, you know, wearing a working man's flannel will help, some boots, whatever. Show up, be nice, talk, conversation, make relations, hand out your business card. Vistaprint will give you, I need an affiliate link for Vistaprint, Mandy. Vistaprint will give you like, what is it, like 1,000 business cards for $10 or something? It's ridiculous cheap. So that is not actually free with business cards, but starting a yard sale or estate sale cleanup business is. You pull up to yard sales and estate sales after they shouldn't even be open anymore, and when they're super tired and they don't want to clean stuff up, particularly on Sundays, because a lot of people do yard sales both days or estate sales both days. You take everything, you go through it, you clean it, you find the gold, and you sell it yourself. Trust me, you will make a lot of money. Next, let's go into this one. This is great. Box tops for education. So the cereal top boxes, box tops for education. I don't exactly know how the program works, but you cut the box top off, and then your school turns it in, and they get some pennies and they match it or something. Point being is that schools have competitions, right? Like the classroom that gets the most box tops wins a trip to McDonald's or a trip to the water park or whatever it is. And parents are some of the most ruthlessly competitive people ever. And guess what people don't have? Some people don't have a lot of time. So they will go and buy the box tops off of eBay and then bring them in and drop them on their kid. Yo, Timmy just donated 10,000 box top. What's up now, fool? Who's going to Raging Waters now, fool? Timmy's going to Raging Waters because his mom bought 10,000 box tops from you. You understand? So box tops for education, that's one. Real quick, I do want to point out, because I know I'm going to have along with the congratulators, I'm going to have some haters, and people are going to say, hey, there's better ways to make money and blah, 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 blah. That's not, this video is not for you, boy. It ain't for you, homie. This video is for people who don't have money, but have time and are willing to trade their time for dollars, but possibly scared or don't have the money to invest into doing anything. So this is a way that you can start reselling with zero risk. Trade your time, and guess what? You're going to learn eBay and how to resell for free, right? And you'll also make money that will give you new options and opportunities, whether it's in reselling or whether it's in being able to go to a fancy cafe for the weekend or just have an extra $40 or $100 a month. You know how many people wish they had an extra $100 a month to spend? It's a ridiculous amount, I promise. Smash that like button if that's you. So that being said, the haters can't say anything now because they should just leave, because the video is not for them. This is for people that want to know how to get started in reselling and how to make money, extra money, some money on the side, maybe possibly to build their empire for free. Okay, so let's continue. Fast food sauce. This one is insane, okay? And you might not, this is low-key controversial because is Taco Bell hot sauce free? I don't know if Taco Bell hot sauce is free, but I know it definitely doesn't cost money, and it doesn't say you're only allowed to take 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever. So I'm not going to debate the semantics on this, but not hot sauce, but sauce packets from specific franchises are worth money and can be sold online. So Chick-fil-A sauce, Taco Bell sauce, your favorite sauce boss's sauce, all of those things. Like, come on, how many people do you know that have a drawer in their kitchen with sauce packets from their favorite spots, just kicking it, and they grab a few? Maybe it's a bachelor thing, I don't know. I used to do it back in the day, but I can't imagine that if your favorite hot sauce is Taco Bell extreme, super dangerous, 1 drop will kill you hot sauce, and you can't buy it at the grocery store, you probably go grab some. And guess what? People don't have, a lot of times, they don't have time. So those people that don't have time are willing to trade some dollars for your time of going to collect that hot sauce for them. And if you don't believe me, search on YouTube, not now, after this video, Walter Knobloch, Walter with the W, duh, last name starts with a K, Knobloch, Walter Knobloch, made a video about reselling Taco Bell hot sauce, and it did really well. So go watch that video if you don't believe me, but it is real as real can be. So let's go on to the next stuff. It's all low-key controversial. I'm not going to lie. Some of it is anyway. So seashells and driftwood, things that you can get from the beach, including sand. Now, why is it low-key controversial? Because the beach is technically state parks and it's illegal to take anything from state parks. But no one's going to get in trouble for taking some seashells or a piece of driftwood or a jar of sand or a jar of seawater or whatever it is that you're going to sell on eBay. People who don't live near the beach need these things to make crafts, to remind them about the beach. Maybe they want to smell the salt water or the air, whatever it is, right? But the reason the laws are there is to stop people from pulling up a truck and taking all the sand from the beach or taking 500 pounds of seashells and driftwood. So technically it's not allowed, but we're getting money. So seashells, driftwood, sand, and this next one might surprise you. I urge you guys to look these up on eBay completed sales. Pine cones. Pine cones, okay? Pine cones. Now, not all pine cones are worth money, but not all are worth the same amount of money. So pine cones by the pound in a box, do not sell mixed lots. Keep your species separated, okay? So the pine cones that sell the most are the one, I don't even know what they're called, but they're like solid nuggets of wood, right? Like, and there's a company called Third Eye Pine Cones, I believe, that makes amazing and very expensive jewelry out of these pine cones. And I think they were the originator and other people copied them. There's other things you can do with pine cones, but basically the really solid woody pine cones that you can slice, right? And then when you look at them, looks cool. Like it looks like a human eye almost, or a portal or something inside of it. It's really cool. And it's some hippie shit, some dope jewelry. tribal shit. Like, trust me, it's dope. But not all pine cones are created equally. Separate them out by species. Do your research. Pine cones are worth money. Again, don't steal stuff from the national parks, but if it's on your property or your friend's property, or maybe during fall, you offer to pick up, pine cones for free from people, right? So I didn't look this one up, but leaves, I bet leaves, dried leaves, different species, different colors, box of red leaves, box of yellow leaves, box of green leaves. Guaranteed those probably sell as well. Make sure you separate them by species, by color. You got to think about what the end consumer is going to do with these things that you're selling, right? So, yeah, pine cones. Another one is this, while we're on this nature tip, acorns. Acorns. You can eat acorns. You got to process them a certain way. People are also making crafts out of them. I don't even know what they're doing, but they're worth money, okay? Acorns. Again, separate them by species, by color, by size maybe. Acorns. Let's go into the next one. Animal poop. Okay, I'm not talking about dog poop, and I'm not talking about cat poop. I'm talking about stuff from the farm. So if you got chickens, you got cows, and you're feeding them good, grass-fed diet, you're not, feeding them that GMO stuff, you can sell your dried animal poop as fertilizer, okay? Like, I know people, shout out Matt Adolf, who is actually just taking chicken poop dried, putting it in Ziploc bags, 1 pound of chicken poop, and selling it on eBay. I promise you, fertilizer, okay? Don't let that shit go to waste, pun intended. All right, so we're going to go to the next one. Altoid tins, okay. Altoid tins, this is a nice little tin. Any type of stuff that comes in a tin, right? Like tins, people need tins. They're collecting stuff. They're building little DIY circuit board projects out of them. They're putting their little survival kits in there with a little knife and 20 yards of rope and a flint and a fire starter. Throw it in the bag. Just throw it in the bag. You feel me? Altoid tins. Don't throw the Altoid tins away. Save them. If you got terrible breath like I do and you guzzle Altoids, it's a killer look. Save them up. What do we got next? Moss. Moss off of trees, okay? Now, I don't know the details about this, but I would assume it's a similar thing about species, and I would assume it's being used for crafting. What I'm unsure about is whether or not it's still alive or somewhat alive when people are selling it, because I know that moss is one of the things that is pretty resilient, right? So you could take some moss, blend it up in a blender with water, right? Follow me. And then you can spray it on a surface and it will grow. And this is how people make artistic moss designs on the sides of buildings, okay? So whether they're using it to do that or they're just using it for crafts, moss. You could just scoop it up off of a tree. And while we're talking about scooping up stuff off trees, tree bark, okay? Tree bark. Now, don't go killing the whole forest for tree bark, but the stuff that's already dead and falling off, and it's not, it's detached from the cambium layer. Yeah, I know some scientific ass words. Grab that tree bark, right? Tree bark. Whether people are making crafts out of it or eating it, I don't know, but we're selling it, okay? I'm not asking too many questions. I'm just selling it. Next, what do we got? Used greeting cards. Now, this kind of surprised me, and I'm assuming, again, people are using them for crafts, or they're just weirdos that want to see the messages that your grandmother wrote to you. I don't know, but again, I don't care. I will keep those greeting cards that people sent me on display on the freaking entertainment center or the kitchen buffet thing or whatever for about 3 months, 6 months, a year if I'm feeling lazy, and then clap them all up together, drop them off on eBay. You don't need them anymore. You know what I mean? The greeting card is not, it's sentimental for like a little bit. Let it go, like Elsa. Next up, coupons. And I'm going to let you know right now, I didn't do any research about the legality of selling coupons on eBay, and I'm not exactly sure what the rules and regulations are or how you have to word it. I think regular coupons are okay, but e-coupons are not. If anyone is here and can let me know the details on coupons on eBay, that would be really much appreciated. I'll circle back to that as soon as I get that information from the chat. So coupons, right? You got coupons, flip them. People want coupons and they can't get them. Some people have access to coupons for free. They're selling them in lots of 10 or 20. Coupon clipping is a business, and technically you can get away with it by saying you're not selling coupons, you're selling your services as a clipper to people, okay? So there's always ways to get around rules. We're not selling coupons, we're selling our time because, you know, maybe your hands don't work properly and you're old and you can't, or maybe you don't own scissors, right? And I do. So there you go. It's a service. Coupon clipping as a service. What? Shout out JC Files, my brother from another mother over there in Manchester. He's like, you live on Sunday? What? Yes, we're live on Sunday. Isn't it Monday in the UK already? Probably like late Sunday night, even though it's noon Sunday here. Okay, continuing. Toilet paper rolls, empty. Don't give them the Charmin. They don't need the Charmin. They just want the tube, okay? Like, why do I feel like I'm doing the Rock sign? Like, it's the Rock. No, it's the toilet paper tube. This is, screenshot this and put that. It's the toilet paper tube. The toilet paper tube, paper towel roll tubes. Collect them. When you're done, sell them on eBay. People need them for school projects, for arts and crafts, okay? And those same parents that need those things, because teachers will give parents a list of stuff they need throughout the year, and they'll be like, yo, save your toilet paper rolls and your paper towel rolls because we need those. But parents are lazy, not lazy, but people don't have a lot of time because there's so many options in today's economy. You can do almost anything with your time. And people don't have a lot of space as realty becomes more expensive, and minimalism is a huge thing, and everyone Marie Kondo'd their shit out, so there is no toilet paper tubes left in the house. It's the last thing you want to see in your house. But when your teacher says you need some, you could just go buy some off eBay and then drop them off with the teacher, and there you go, minimal effort applied. And again, there's a common theme to this thread: trading. Someone's trading their dollars for your time, and you're getting paid. This is the basis of reselling, right? Paper roll tubes. Okay, bottle lids, plastic bottle lids. Again, I can only assume people are using them for crafts, plastic bottle lids. Along the same lines of that, bottle caps. Befriend your local bartender or any bartenders, hopefully they're your friend, and just take them off their hands because they have to throw them away. And I believe they're not recyclable like the glass bottles are. They're just trash. But you collect them, take them away from them, bring them a 5-gallon bucket every week to throw them into, come and pick it up, and then give them back the empty one or pour it into a bag or whatever. Bottle caps. Befriend a bartender. Get your bottle caps. You might even get a free pint of beer once a week out of it, okay? Okay. Next up, we got animal fur. Now, this one is one I didn't know about, okay? So animal fur. Apparently, especially dogs that are like really furry, like Siberian Huskies or I forget the breed of Scotty G's dog, but Todd, T-O-D-D, he is furry, like your white fur everywhere. Like you can make I've said it before, like man, I could weave a polar bear coat out of this thing. That's weird because it's a dog fur, not a polar bear, but you get the point. People are weaving animal fur just like as if it was wool and creating projects and crafts out of it. So it's kind of disgusting. But little did you know, money does grow on dogs and cats. So save that animal fur, keep it clean, put it in Ziploc bags, and sell it by weight. I would imagine, you know, bright white, like Siberian Husky fur, the fluffier, the better, the more wool-like, the better. I believe that's probably the best stuff. But just do your research. Go to eBay, look for dog space fur, and then show completed. Completed is the only thing that matters. Do not look at active listings. That's not important when you want to know what stuff is actually worth. Sort from highest to lowest, and then sort from most recent and just look what sells frequently, what sells for the most, and then figure it out. Maybe you're going to be super smart and post an ad up saying, hey, I'll pick up your dog fur from you. I don't know. Maybe you can befriend an animal shelter and then just come up on just like tons of animal fur. I don't know. I'm making it up right now, but you will know. And hopefully this inspires you to go get some animal fur and sell it on eBay. And then you can say, I sold some animal fur on eBay on hashtag free 99 flips, and then you're going to win some Reezy merch. Let's continue. Bird feathers, right? I know, you don't want to get, what is it? Avian bird flu or whatever kind of disease that they're making up so that they can sell us vaccines, because all that shit's fake. We don't believe in none of that stuff. Bird feathers, just wash your hands after you pick them up, right? Like, or wear gloves or whatever. Like, just be aware that like animals, especially dead ones, are dirty. But like bird feathers, they're not just cool to kids that want to look at them. People are building crafts out of them, okay? This is a common theme, but crafts, bird feathers, selling by the pound. Again, you probably want to separate them out by color and by bird species. Don't, make a mixed lot. You got to understand that when a mixed lot is good and when it's not. When people are looking for a specific thing, a mixed lot just makes more work for them because they only want these things, but they got to buy everything. And then they got to throw some stuff away or sort through. They don't want to do that. The reason they're buying stuff is to save time, right? Because if they had time, they'd go on a hike and collect their own bird feathers and wait for bird feathers to pile up in their corner of their house or whatever. But they don't, so they buy them from you, and that's where we slide in. Thank you, internet economy. Next, let's go. What do we got next? Tumbleweeds. Tumbleweeds, okay? So I seen an article the other day, and that's what actually spawned this entire post, which started as a Twitter post and became an Instagram post and is now a YouTube video and a challenge that I'm running for you guys. The article was, and I forget what I think it was KSBW, a local-ish place. There was a traffic jam on a freeway, traffic jam out on I-5 with tumbleweeds holding down the trucks. There was a whole jam up of cars and trucks or whatever on the freeway. I guess they got attacked by tumbleweeds. Didn't really read the article, but just saw that people were bummed, and the picture was a bunch of tumbleweeds wrapped up in people's cars and wheels and grills and all that stuff. So I just retweeted it. Little did they know they could sell those tumbleweeds on eBay with a screenshot of completed tumbleweeds that had sold on eBay. And people were like flipping out. Instantly was getting a lot of feedback. So that's when I realized, hey, let me make this what list free things that you can sell on eBay post. And it did gangbusters. So tumbleweeds, guys. And where do you think when you see a tumbleweed in someone's house or in a store and it's part of the decor, do you think they went outside and looked for it? Like, business owners, their time is valuable. The employees are getting paid. No one's going to pay someone to go look for a damn tumbleweed. Do you know what I mean? So when they need a tumbleweed for their decor, whether it's for their store or for their TV show or movie, they buy it off eBay. I promise you, they buy it off eBay. So go look. Tumbleweeds are selling for money on eBay. Now, some sell for more than others. I would imagine with tumbleweeds, the size is what matters. Size matters, once again, with tumbleweeds especially. So is your tumbleweed 12 inches in diameter, or is it 24 inches in diameter, or is it the size of a freaking yoga ball? I don't know. I'm not a tumbleweed expert. I'm an expert in reselling and following your dreams using this internet shit. So tumbleweeds, don't just look at them, pick them up and put them in your car, drive home and list them on eBay. Again, don't steal people's stuff. If it's someone else's property, ask for permission, okay? If it's just rolling around on the freeway, I'm pretty sure that's fair game. Like, would that fall into like the territory of like roadkill? Is there a law on roadkill? Does anyone know? If there's a dead deer on the side of the road, can I pick it up, go home, clean it, and feed my family with it? I don't know, but I did see an interesting statistic that said you can judge the health of the economy by the amount of roadkill that you find on the side of the road. And that is quite interesting, because what that means is that when people are doing bad, they're stopping and picking up the roadkill and going home to cook it, clean it, cook it, eat it, etc. That's good meat. You know what I mean? I ain't afraid to eat a dead deer. Just, I mean, like, not like a really old dead deer, but like, you know what I mean? It doesn't look too bad. Got to use your eyes. Not that I've ever done that, but I'd consider it if I had to. What else? We talked about acorns already. So bags of air. Now this is trippy, right? A bag of air from Kanye West Sunday service. A bag of air from Coachella 2020. A bag of air from Ariana Grande's concert, pun intended. A bag of air from, I don't know, Santa Cruz, California, coastal air. A bag of air from Paris. A bag of air from the center of the earth. I don't know. A bag of air from somewhere that other people aren't, where they wish they were there. Look it up. It sells. You open up a Ziploc bag. You make sure to get some air in it. You close it. You tape it shut. It's sealed. You now have a bag of air. And guess what? Ziploc bags are rated for food storage, so that is food safe. The plastic they use on Ziploc bags is food safe. So, bag of air from Hawaii. Maybe some people will never make it to Hawaii and they just like, yo, I want to really, so I'm gonna buy a bag of air from Hawaii for $5, open it up and just be like, oh man, I really got to make it there. At least it's air that they're snorting though, right? Another one, metal recycling. Okay, this one is a little bit harder and heavier work, but metal is worth a lot of money. When you find free metal, whether it's like tire rims or brake calipers or brake rotors or metal bars, or you befriend a metal shop and you can put your bin outside their metal shop and they can throw all their waste pieces of metal into the bin, and then you Sir Mix-a-Lot, pull up quick to retrieve it, and then you take it and recycle it. So a friend of mine, Coach Dom Costa, he's on Instagram and YouTube, Dom Costa, COSTA-DOM, Dom Costa, Coach Dom Costa. He does metal recycling, and that's a big business, recycling metal. He has YouTube videos on recycling metal. There's another dude, I forget his name, Dumpster Marcus. God, I feel really bad because I forgot his name, but I'll put it in the comments when I remember this. Dumpster diving, you can dumpster dive. But anyways, metal recycling, going to get metal, understanding that you can take it apart and you can take, you know, the copper tubing off the back of a refrigerator, and that's copper, you know what I mean? Or this piece of the water heater is copper, the rest is regular metal. When you take it all apart and sort it into the various types of metal, instead of just dropping off a water heater or a refrigerator, you can make money off that. So someone has a broken trailer, pick it up. Maybe you got to bring a grinder to cut it into pieces, to fit it into your car or your bike or haul it on your back. I don't know, but that is free money sitting on the ground. Go get that shit and then sell it for money and feed your fucking family. You understand me? There is no shortage of excuse. Flip a dollar is another one. Thank you, Taria Blag, T Blag, for putting that out there. Flip a dollar does a lot of trash to cash stuff. He also drives for Uber. That's kind of another thing. You could flip your time for free doing Uber, doing Uber Eats, doing all of these different things. There is no shortage of items and ways that you guys can trade your time for money. You literally have zero excuses. And I want to see all of you guys making money off this shit. So please, if you learned anything from this, you want to participate in this challenge, it's hashtag, let me make sure I get it right, hashtag free99flips, hashtag free99flips. Type it out in the chat real quick. Type it in the chat, free99flips. Post your flips on Instagram, post your flips on Twitter. 3 winners will win Reezy merch packages. First place, 3 pieces. Second place, 2 pieces. Third place, 1 piece. And everyone's also going to get some Reezy limited edition reseller pins. I'll let you guys pick out which ones you want. But that's it, guys. There's no more excuses. There's infinity ways to make money nowadays, including doing what I'm doing right now, using the internet, helping other people to make money. Understandably, you might not have a camera or a ring light or a freaking backdrop or a studio. I'm in my daughter's bedroom right now, or a Yeti microphone, or even a cup of coffee to give you the energy to keep it going. But you can get there using this free stuff that you can literally find on the ground. It's free. It's all around you. It's all in your head. Once you open your mindset to the possibilities and you truly believe in yourself relentlessly that you can succeed, that you can make the extra money that you need to go on that trip, to do what you want to do, to start that brick and mortar business, to start your wholesale Amazon, to start your book selling business, to buy your $50 Bluetooth scanner. All of that stuff is possible for free if you want it, and there is nothing stopping you from getting it. All right, guys, I love you. If you do not know how to sell any of this stuff, please head over to my website, reezyresells.com, and sign up for my free intro to Amazon course. There's also eBay content in there, and make sure while you're there, you sign up for the newsletter under the resources tab so you can get weekly newsletters delivered to you that will keep you motivated, keep you inspired, and just give you more and more nuggets that's not on YouTube, or maybe it's stuff that you missed because you're busy, right? Also, check out my podcast, the Reezy Resells Podcast. We post every Monday at 6 a.m. West Coast time. So tomorrow, there will be a new episode on the podcast. And if you're driving to work or you're working out or whatever, those are a great way to leverage your time and listen to some information to keep you motivated, to keep you going. I love you guys. Smash the like button before you leave, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.